Now I want to tell about energy band gap of PN junction diode. The main aim of the experiment is to determine the energy band gap of a semiconductor of PN junction diode. The main apparatus of this experiment is semiconductor diode and a thermometer for heating and a power supply and a voltmeter and an ammeter in the four connecting wires which are used for connections. The main formula of this experiment is band gap. It is denoted by delta E is equal to slope by 5.036 electron volts. Now let us discuss about connections which are used in energy band gap. Now connect a positive terminal to 5 volts of the positive and the positive terminal of the voltmeter, and take a black wire which was represented as the black terminal and negative terminal. It is connected to 5 volts negative wire and the 5 volts voltmeter, and take another positive wire which was connected to 5 volt and ammeter. Both are connected in the positive series, and another negative wire is connected to 5 volt negative wire and the ammeter wire. The precautions to be taken here in this experiment is: do not operate above 90 degrees centigrade temperature. Temperatures are to be noted accurately. Readings should be taken without parallax error. Now let us move into the procedure. Now give a power supply to the semiconductor gap. Now let's power on the energy band gap and turn on the oven. Pour coconut oil in copper vessel and plug the mains to the power supply. Insert the thermometer into the copper vessel along with reverse biased, which was shown in the figure. Now let us plug the two leads to the diode of the socket from positive to positive and negative to negative terminals. Mark the connections properly. Now see whether the power light is glowing or not for the proper connections of the system. Now put oven switch to on position and allow oven temperature to increase up to 90 degrees centigrade. As soon as the temperature reaches 90 degrees centigrade, switch off the oven and enabling the temperature to rise further and stable around 90 degrees centigrade. Now we are reducing the temperature up to 90 degrees centigrade. After going to 90 degrees centigrade, we need to off the oven. See, the temperature is rising from 50 degrees to 60 degrees. See, the voltmeter readings are also noticing. We can measure up to 90 degrees centigrade. Then turn off the oven switch. When the temperature becomes stable, start taking the readings of the current I, which was noticed in the ammeter, and the temperature T, which was noticed in the thermometer. And from falling the temperature from 90 degrees from downwards, note the readings in the given table. Plot the graph between the x-axis and y-axis. The graph should be straight line cutting both x-axis and y-axis. Determine the slope of the line and calculated the energy band gap of given semiconductor PN diode using the following formula. Now note down the readings. First is the serial number of and then temperature. It is indicated in small c in degrees centigrade, and also temperature in kelvins. It is by capital T is equal to T plus 273, and 1000 by capital T in K inverse. Next, note down the readings of volt, means voltage meter, and also current. It is indicated with I and I amperes are the units. Resistor, R of T is equal to V by I ohms. And finally, log RT. At first, take 80 degrees centigrade. It is in kelvins is 363, and 1000 by T in Kenver is 36.2. The voltage meter reading is 36.3. Current meter is 36.65. Resistor is 45.55. Log RT 6.21. As we calculating this, the final result is obtained. Now decrease the temperature of the thermometer and note down the readings. The temperature is brought to 75 degrees centigrade. The in kelvins is 348 kelvins, and K inverse is 41.3. The volt reading is 32.6, and the current reading is 50.83, and the log value is 9.166. And we decrease up to 5 degrees centigrade and is 70 degrees centigrade. 70 degrees centigrade in kelvins is 343 kelvins. Its K inverse is 45.3. Volt reading is 43.2. Current reading is 44.28, and its resistance is 55.606, and the log value is 10.02. And decrease up to 5 degrees centigrade, 65 degrees centigrade. In kelvins is 338, and K inverse is 42.2, and volt resistance is 47.1. Current is 48.5. The resistance is 60.036. Log RT is 10.39. As many as possible, you can take your observations. A graph is drawn between 10 cube by T along x-axis and log IS along y-axis. Now we take a x-axis as 1 by T and y-axis as log 10 RT. The readings as from the observation table is the point matches at A and B and C. This is the overall graph of the experiment. The overall result of this experiment is energy gap is equal to 1.3805 into 10 power minus 23 joule per Kelvin.